Hey YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Rudy, here to bring you guys a little video. First things first, I need to apologize because I know it's been several weeks since the last time I put something up there, and my videos really haven't been that focused to begin with. But things are gonna change. Life has its twists and turns. You never know where you're gonna end up. We were doing the full-time RV thing. That didn't last as long as I thought it was going to. Well, we decided that we're gonna stay here in South Texas because we loved it so much, and I have a lot of family here, and I've already met lots of new friends. But this video is going to be quick, simple, and easy. I'm gonna do a review video about the PNW Loam Grips. I've had them on 2 bikes for several months, my Bronson and on my Chameleon, and I think now, since I've ridden them for so long, I have a pretty good idea of the cool things about them and features, and the things that I don't like about them that might be able to help you purchase your next set of grips. Maybe it's the PNW Loam Grips, maybe it's something else. Let's get to it. Well, what I want to do here is take these off of my Bronson so we can kind of have a closer look. You can kind of see I got a bit of wear on them. So all you need is a 3mm Allen head. Get these suckers off. Loosen it up. Well, that thing is pretty ragged, pretty beat up. Okay, so I took these off the bike to give you guys a little bit more closer of a look at what we got here. So let's go over the pros of what I like about the grip, okay? First off, it is very soft to the hand. Whenever you grip it, it just sticks to your hand with gloves on. And without gloves, it feels very sticky, but not where it's going to slip off of your hand. If you were sweaty and you have sweaty palms, this material that they've used becomes very slippery. I cannot use these grips without a glove. What I also like about these is that these ridges here between, it's designed so when you have your hand wrapped around, they grip behind there, so it's a little stronger of a ridge to grab onto for your fingers. Now, the thing that I've of course ran into here is you can see where my thumb is. I've worn that out. And I don't know if rotating these a little bit so that I have another thumb to wear onto is worth it than just getting a new pair, because then I lose the stability that you get from these grids in between the grip there. Also, as you can see right down here, it is very worn from the palm of my hand, natural riding position, rubbing down on that. I think that it's time to get a new pair if I were going to go back with the PNWs, which I would go back with the PNWs, but I really enjoy trying new stuff and doing review videos and things like that, so I will be going with a different grip. The other thing that I like about these is that underneath there is a plastic sheathing that goes all the way through the grip from one end to the other. So whenever you do catch it on the ground from crashing or nicking a tree, or it pulls this back, you don't all of a sudden just have a bare naked handlebar that you can hurt yourself on or damage your handlebars if you have carbon bars or aluminum, I guess. So I really do like that. The lock-on feature, the collar here works very well. Once it's snugged on there, it is not moving at all. So I do like that about the grip, that it locks on very nice. I went back and looked to see how long ago that I put these grips on, and I put these grips on in December of 2020, and now it is April of 2021. So over a year, and they're just, and I ride probably 3 or 4 months. I probably ride 3 or 4 times a week. I ride pretty hard, very loose, rocky stuff. It's been, of course, a bike park several times. You can see that's starting to weather away too from the palm of my hand and underneath. It's not quite as bad on my left hand as it is on my right. But I think for the money that you pay for these handlebar grips, they're like 19 bucks. They come in a bunch of different colors. At $19, I think they're a very good grip, and I would definitely buy them again, knowing that how long they're going to last, which is roughly about maybe a year-ish, right? Depending on how you treat them and how the sheathing falls back off of there. But that's very stiff and thick plastic. But I am going to try something else instead. There's not much to say about the things that I didn't like, other than that they worn. But considering the material that they are, and I would never ride without gloves anyway, so having slippery, sweaty hands to me is a non-factor. But if you're a rider that rides without gloves and you have a sweat problem or sweaty hands, I don't think this would be a good grip for you. I would try something different. Anyways, that's pretty much it whenever it comes to grips. You know, the material, soft, very cushiony. Inside, it's got the hard shell so that you don't damage your bars. It locks on very good, and they're pretty worn out after 13, 14 months of serious riding. And I would buy another pair of the PNW Loam Grips. Okay, so the final conclusion to me is that I would buy these again. I really like these. I thought they felt very comfortable to the hand. I thought that the rubber was very good and soft. I really like that they put that, you know, that plastic sheathing in there so that once this ripped up or got chewed up on from the ground or trees or what have you, that you just didn't have your bare handlebar sticking out, because then $19 is out the window. You just threw $19 away. But for 13, 14 months and probably less than a week in, you know, I already had my first nick where these things kind of folded back and you could see the handlebar or the plastic sheathing underneath. But of course that wasn't the case because they have the plastic sheathing over the top of them. I was still able to use them for a very long time until they basically worn out. You know, the thing that I ran into is on my right hand one. You can see that thing is just literally, it is just worn out. Not to mention that thumb area right there, that just started happening, you know, like last week. Okay, so I've been dealing with it. I haven't noticed any problem with it. It's worn out on both of them. But I would definitely say with that and not being able to rotate these so that I can keep those ridges in the right place for whenever I'm riding, I would say that they're worn out. If I were to buy another pair, I would probably try to rotate them. Now that I know that that's gonna wear out, I'd probably try to rotate them forward a little bit more so that I can get that new area. Actually, that might work. Maybe I need to roll them forward. I thought about rolling them back. Maybe I need to roll them forward. That way, whenever they do wear out, I can go forward. But these things are only 19 bucks. They're only 19 bucks. So if I have to buy a new set of these because I wore them out in 13, 14 months, I think that it was $20, $19 well spent. Not to mention they come in some really sweet, cool colors. I got along with them really well. I would buy these again. But let me know down in the comments what you guys think about the PNW Loam Grips. Also let me know what grips you would go with if you were me and you needed a new set between say $19 and $30, which ones you would go with down there in the comments. But with that being said, that's basically the end of the video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, subscribe, share, hit the bell notification so that you know whenever I'm coming out with some new content, which is gonna be more regular, and get out there and go ride your bike.